Hi, my name is Robert Chelle with Chelle Law, and I'm an attorney that assists physicians with employment contract and independent contractor agreement issues. Today I'm going to talk about physician relocation allowances. So, what's a standard amount if you're moving somewhere for a new position for them to pay for your move? If you're coming out of training, it's much more likely you're going to be moving, far away, whereas the established physicians who have been out a while tend to usually stay within the city that they're in. And in that scenario, they generally don't have to move. So there's kind of three types of ways an organization can assist you in your move. They can, one, give a signing bonus or a relocation bonus, whatever you want to call it. And then you would use that money however you want to assist you in your move. Two, they would reimburse you for actual expenses, so they would require you to provide receipts for your move. And then the third way, some of the bigger hospitals or healthcare networks have their own kind of either private moving company or a relationship with a large national brand, and then they would be the ones that set up your move. They would, set up the time and place and all that kind of stuff, and then their own service would move you. So some things to think about. One, how much should you get? If you're in private practice with joining a smaller physician-owned group, somewhere between 5 to 10 would be a standard amount to pay for your move. Whereas if you're using a hospital, large healthcare network, up to 15,000, a little bit beyond that, would be a standard amount that they would cover your move. Now, any kind of bonus that you receive is going to have some kind of repayment obligation if you leave within a period of time. So what do I mean by that? Almost every contract you sign is going to say you must stay for, let's say, 1 year, or if you leave within the first year, you have to pay back the entire amount of the moving bonus. Many places will use 2 years. Most places will give a signing bonus and then a moving relocation bonus as well. With the signing bonus, it's your money, you can do whatever you want. Many times the moving bonus, as I said before, if you have to provide receipts, then it's actual reimbursement of whatever you spend on the move. So you want to negotiate down the amount of time. So if they're asking for a 2-year commitment, move it down to 1. And if it's an all or nothing thing, meaning say it's a 2-year commitment, you stay 23 months, you'd still have to pay back the entire amount. So you want to negotiate that down to a monthly forgiveness. So if you did stay for 23 months out of the 24, you'd only owe 1/24 back instead of the entire amount. Some tax considerations. It is taxable income. So if you received a $15,000 signing bonus, you're not going to get $15,000. You'll get 10 or 11,000. And what can you use the money for? Well, it kind of depends on place to place. Most places, obviously, if you're using movers, maybe you're renting pods to move your stuff. Other places will allow travel expenses as well. So if, let's say, you accept a position and then you need to go house hunting, so you get a plane flight, lodging, rental, any of that kind of stuff. And you can use that relocation bonus towards the travel expenses and trying to look for a new house or apartment or whatever kind of lodging you're looking for when you move there full time. This is generally negotiable. If you're joining a hospital or healthcare network, pretty much set. So whatever their kind of standard policy is as far as assisting in moves, you're going to get what you get. If you're joining a smaller physician-owned group, it's a little more negotiable. I think many people would prefer to not have any kind of restrictions on the money, meaning if they're asking for actual receipts and you'll be reimbursed, many people would love to just combine the signing bonus and the relocation bonus into one, and then it's up to you however you want to use the money. Maybe you're single and don't have a big apartment or a bunch of stuff, and so having a $15,000 allowance for a move when you have a truckload of stuff, you're just wasting money because you're not going to be able to come up with enough expenses to cover that. Whereas if you're a large family, maybe you've been out a while, you've got 3 kids, a huge house, you're going to spend probably all of the money associated with the relocation expenses. All right, that's a little bit about relocation allowances for physicians. If you have any questions about your employment contract or independent contractor agreement, feel free to contact my law firm at the information listed below in the description. And I appreciate you watching the video. All right, thanks. Take care.